Welcome to Amazon Ads Raw.
Hey everybody,
with your
what's
host,
up? Welcome back
Alex.
to another video of Amazon Ads Raw. Today we're gonna talk a little bit more about basics, because there's one thing I think everybody that does PPC needs to understand is, where do my ads show up? If I do a sponsored product or sponsor brand or sponsor display or DSP campaign, which placements am I actually getting? This is not only for people that do PPC, but also for people that just do their regular, which are a regular seller or brand, and they like to understand this because it's essential to understand for your tactics where your ads show up. That's why we go through all these placements today in a quicker video as usual, and I hope you learn from this a little bit. Note, depending on your category and depending on your device, placements look different and can change and be a little bit different. Most people are actually using Amazon on the mobile app. We are looking today just on the desktop. Desktop is what you as a PPC manager look at daily and where you see your ads. However, most people check that on the mobile, so make sure that you are also checking your products on the mobile too, to see how your ads look on the mobile and where they are, because everything is a little bit different. I search for creatine monohydrate supplement, and the first thing that pops up is the top section here. So this is all top of search. Top of search is above default, everything that comes without scrolling. The top section here is reserved for sponsored brand campaigns. This is a sponsored brand video ad. Sponsored brand video on top of search currently is only possible if you do a sponsored brand video to store. So if I click on this, I will land on the store from this animal creatine chew brand. Let's go back. The other section here is sponsored products top of search. Note, these are 5. Sometimes it can only be 4, and then you have 1 organic over here. Sometimes it's 5. It depends a little bit on the search and the category and so on and so forth. Another note here, this is 3 times the same brand but different products. If you want to make sure you are on multiple of these placements, on these top of search placements, you need multiple parents, because only 1 child per parent can show up per ad slot per search. So if you want to book or be visible on multiple of these same ad slots, you need multiple parents that bid on the same term, probably very high, because this is a probably big keyword with high competition. Let's scroll down. So this was top of search. Now we have some organic placements, and then customers frequently viewed. And this can change. This can be 5 stars and above, customers frequently viewed, or top rated, or something like that. So this is a widget that changes, and this widget shows 5 products or 4, sometimes more, sometimes less. This is sponsored. The easiest way for you to find out what kind of sponsored this is it a sponsored display, is to click on one of these ads, because every time you use it, it will give you a link, and in the link usually you find a definition where it comes from. So when you look at this link over here, we can see ref blah 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 PA sponsored product search thematic SSPA. So this hints us towards it's a sponsored product campaign. Otherwise it would be SD or SB. We can see that in the other things. So over here we have a sponsored display / DSP placement. Note, sponsored display and DSP share their on-site placements to 95%. So they have the same ratios of the creatives, the same sizes. They share 9 same placement sizes. DSP has 1 placement size that SD doesn't has, but SD has 9. So most of them they share. So this can be booked through DSP or sponsored display. If we click on the link, we can see the URL tells us blah 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 ref syn SD on-site desktop, right? So a sponsored display ad. This is a sponsored brand video ad here. When we click on this, we'll land on the product detail page. It tells us in the link, in the URL, SBV search, meaning rest of search. So this is not a top of search anymore, which makes sense because we scroll down a little bit. This is rest of search. Everything else is here, rest of search. These sponsored ones, sponsored products, rest of search, organic stuff, 2 sponsored ones. Again, sponsored display or DSP. Let's scroll down a little bit more. Rest of search usually looks kind of similar. There are some sponsored, there are some organic. Now we get another widget here, another list, other items to consider. Sponsored. These are all sponsored products. Let's click on this here real quick. You can see PA, sponsored product, search thematic, right? So they kind of group it a little bit, these widgets. This is where the usual search ends. And on the mobile, this not really happens. On your mobile app, if you've done that, you can almost indefinitely scroll. It's like a very, very long search engine result page, and it loads certain sections every time you scroll. So there are also pages. You can also go to page 2, but it's way, way, way longer. I feel. I didn't count it like this lots. Let's go down here. This is sponsored brands. You can even tell, I don't need to click on the link, brands related to your search. I can see it has a picture, a brand picture, lifestyle picture, whatever it is. And it tells me a brand and kind of the brand tagline. So this is not a sponsored product, sponsored brand. And here we have the same banner again, like we saw here on the side. So this is also sponsored display / DSP. And then depending, did a search before and this was not sponsored, but probably because I did the same search like 10 minutes before, I'm now getting like a sponsored list. Again, sponsored product things. Now let's click on any random product. And we see what we get on a product detail page. On the product detail page, there is usually a top stripe banner. This is a sponsored display / DSP. Then down below the buy box, you have a sponsored display / DSP. And then down below here, you also have a sponsored display / DSP. So these three are what I consider the most important product detail defense placements, because these are very close to the actual product, depending on how this looks like. You know, they are having lots of coupons and vouchers going on. They also have like different styles and so on and so forth. That makes their product page be a little longer, let's say. That pushes this placement out of the visible fold in the beginning. But sometimes if you don't have these kind of things and it's like a one child, this can be very much visible already here. That's why I consider sponsored display campaigns the most effective when it comes to defending your product detail page, because you have it here, here, and here, which is like all around the actual product. Now, when we scroll down a little bit further, we get frequently bought together. This can be 1 or 2 products. This can be organic or paid. Paid is a kind of a new addition. Amazon kind of feature that this is also kind of getting into a paid. Now you want to know, is this a sponsored product or sponsored brand or sponsored display? Just click on it and we check it out. Where's the ref? Does it say anything? Oh, no, it doesn't. It's SPCSD, SSP. Not as, doesn't look like the other links, at least not from now. But I'm pretty sure that this is a sponsored product coming from automatic campaigns or like automatic targeting. Let's say I'm pretty sure it's a sponsored product placement. These are also sponsored product placements. These are called carousels, and these are the reasons why you have usually very, very high impressions on your product detail pages from sponsored products, because these show up to 7 products at the same time. You can have 1, 2, or 3 of those on a product detail page. That's why you get so many impressions. Let's go down a little further. This is all organic stuff. This is all good. Organic. Product videos. This is a very interesting one, which I have not seen that often, but it seems to be appearing in the supplement section. So these are videos from creators, or maybe even from just customers. And below the video, you get a carousel again with competitors. If you click on them, you will see it's a sponsored product VSE RVP kind of format. I'm not sure which kind of campaign this is triggering, but it's a sponsored products related to this item, sponsored product. And then we have similar brands, similar brands tells me this is a sponsored brand campaign. But it could also be a sponsored display. Let's check it out. SBX. Well, not 100% sure. I would say it's a sponsored brand. It's a sponsored brand one on product detail page. Scrolling below, we can see the customer reviews. And then at the end of the page, we get, again, some of these carousels that could be sponsored or non-sponsored, and even more carousels. So you can see there's lots of these carousels. That's why you get so many impressions on product detail pages. Let's quickly check. Oh, we are already at 11 minutes. Let's quickly check more ASIN, just another ASIN, to see if we see something else there. Top stripe, rectangle, organic Amazon stuff, another different kind of rectangle. Now, frequently bought together has no paid one, sponsored product, carousel, organic. Two organic, one sponsored gets in here as well. Another carousel was sponsored. And before the similar brands, we have another banner. This should be a sponsored display / DSP, sponsored display campaign. We have sponsored brands here. Here, another banner. So you see, depending on the product detail page, probably also depending on the customer, placements might vary a little bit. Main thing you should remember from this video is what is top of search, what is rest of search, and where are the important placements on the product detail page. Because you can see on the product detail page, the important ones are at the top, maybe even here. And then further down the line, they get less relevant, I would say, because they would require a customer to really, really go down, reading through all these informations, making sure to understand, to see those kind of things. And depending if they're on a mobile or on the desktop, the structure of the placements might vary. We saw this in the video. It varied from one product to another product. This was not there before. This was not there before, right? And that way, you cannot 100% be sure if there is an ad. Most of the time, there should be an ad here, but sometimes if there's not enough competition for this placement on a certain product detail page, then Amazon just puts their own stuff here or whatever. So have in mind, the structure may change. Understand what is top of search, what is rest of search, what is product detail page, and on a product detail page, what are the relevant placements and which campaigns are driving it. That's all I have for you today. I hope you stay curious and have a good day. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.